Okay, today in this video, I'm going to be talking about my thoughts of what it's going to be like to travel to Walt Disney World in 2021 and how the closures have affected some of Disney's attraction and other enhancement plans.
I'm Christina. I'm a traveler, a planner, and most importantly, a mom. I'm sharing my best tips to make traveling as a family a little less stressful. So put down your phone, pack your bags, and let's showcase the world.
So we're talking about 2021. Disney has already opened bookings for 2021, but I think how we're going to visit Walt Disney World in 2021 is going to be very different from how we did in the past. I think how we do anything in 2021 is going to be different from how we did it in the past. The new normal, right? So with the pandemic, we have seen the parks closed for longer than anyone could have imagined. We have seen changes and restrictions from what no one could have seen. So I want to preface this video with, this is just my thoughts. I'm just sharing what I think is going to happen. Does that mean it's actually going to happen? Probably not. Things are going to change. Obviously, the one thing that we can assume is whether or not there's a vaccine, whether we develop herd immunity, whether coronavirus wins, whatever the outcome is, the world is going to change. And I think Disney World is going to change as well. So first, let's talk about how it's already changed. So Disney has opened 2021 reservations. They are opened a new park reservation system. That park reservation system is in place now from middle of 2020 to the end of 2020 through September 2021. So if you book your 2021 vacation, then you would also select your park reservation for that day. So I think that they're going to continue to reduce capacity. And right now, I believe I read somewhere they're at 25% capacity in July with their reopening, and that they're going to slowly increase that. Maybe they'll go to 30%, they'll go to 35%, and so forth and so forth. I think that they are hoping to reach that 100% capacity by September 27th, because right now their park reservation system is through September 27th. I think they will keep that in place until September 27th. I don't think that they'll ask their summer 2021 people to make a park reservation and say, oh, just kidding, we're getting rid of the park reservation system. I don't think that's going to happen. So I think that we're going to see a lot of the things that they put in place for 2020 continuing through September 27th, 2021. Some of those things I think means that the dining reservations will remain 60 days in advance, and I think that there would be no fast passes. Maybe towards the summer they'll start to do soft openings of some of those things, but I don't think they're going to be operating the way that they used to until October. So why can't you book October right now? It is frustrating me beyond belief because October is the 50th anniversary and I want to be there, right? Or if you had an October reservation for this year that you're looking to move, you want to move it and not have to worry about it. I totally get that. I think Disney is waiting until we have more information to be able to open those because they want to know what they're doing for their 50th anniversary celebration. So they want to see what changes between now and then before they make any big announcements and before they say this is our 50th anniversary celebration, this is what we're going to be doing, now you can book your reservations. So I think it's going to be at least the fall, if not early next year, when we'll be able to book the rest of 2021. Like I said, I think that the dining reservation window will stay 60 days and the no fast passes will last through September. I think that once they reopen in October, that's when they'll say, great, dining reservations are back to 180 days, Disney dining plan is back, fast passes are back. So giving everybody a chance to, who plan those trips to adapt to those new circumstances. Does that mean that that can't happen in sometime next year? No, not at all. If you have a 2021 reservation booked, be flexible because anything can change. I don't think the parks are going to close again. I don't think that's going to happen. But they can say, okay, the dining window is moving from 60 days to 90 days. Maybe it won't go back to 180 days. Maybe it will stay at 90 days. Maybe fast passes will go to 30 days and 15 days. We don't know, but they can change at any point. So don't have your heart set on a particular thing because it could change. It could get cut because Disney is losing, or when they were closed, I think they lost $30 million a day. Their parks aren't at full capacity right now, so they're still not making as much money to recoup their losses. So we're gonna see things close. Some of the things that I think we're gonna see close are the things that aren't pulling a lot of people in, that are expensive to run. So I know Peter Pan's Flight is really, really popular, but it doesn't pull people in. I don't think that that's something that they would close, but I just want you to be prepared that they're going to look at how much every single thing costs to run, and one of your favorites might go. Remember, they did it with Mr. Toad when they put in Princess Fairy Tale Hall. I think some of the things that's going to save these things is that they can't reimagine them right now because they have stopped any new projects from starting. But we've already seen Stitch's Great Escape. They announced that's going to close permanently. They announced Rivers of Light is going to close permanently. They announced Primeval Whirl is going to close permanently. So we might see some other things go with that. Maybe Imagination. Nerding into your imagination. I don't want to really speculate on what I think is going to close, but I think that we are going to see closures and we are going to see cutbacks. What we saw in terms of cutbacks when Shanghai Disney World went over budget, I think is nothing. Bob Chapek is the new CEO. He is known for being a bottom line guy, so I think we're going to see a lot of things gone. We've already heard him say that he's cutting $900 million in construction projects in 2020. So a lot of the things that have been announced are being postponed and a few are being canceled. Anything that was currently already in construction is going ahead. So the Tron Light Coaster, I think, is still going to open. I think that will be summer, fall 2021. I think that Ratatouille is going to move from its opening date this fall to early 2021. I think we'll see Space 220, the new restaurant, move from opening summer 2020 to maybe early 2021, like the January range. And I think that we're going to see the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster late in 2022. I don't think we're going to see that for the 50th anniversary. I don't think we're going to see a lot of the things that we were expecting for the 20th anniversary. I don't think Epcot Forever, the temporary show they put in, will be back. I don't think that Epcot Forever is going to come back at all. I think they're going to wait until Harmonious is ready, which is the new show they announced. And when they bring fireworks back, that's when the show that they're going to bring back. If they bring fireworks back in the Magic Kingdom and at Hollywood Studios and Harmonious isn't ready, I don't think they're going to be back in Epcot until Harmonious is ready. I think that the Festival Center they announced will still happen, but it will be scaled back. So they imagine this great 3-story festival center with spaces for events. Events are how they make some money, so they're not going to completely get rid of this project, but I think that they're going to scale it back significantly. I think that they've already announced that Spaceship Earth's reimagining is on hold, so that's going to stay the way it is for now. Sadly, I think that the Cherry Tree Lane announcement that they made with the Mary Poppins attraction in the UK, I think that's being cut completely. I don't think we'll see that ever, and that makes me so sad, but I think that will be gone. So that's kind of what I think for Epcot. For Hollywood Studios, the new Toy Story restaurant in Toy Story Land, the Roundup Rodeo Barbecue, was slated for opening in 2020. I think that will open in 2021. The Reflections DVC Resort near Fort Wilderness, I don't think that one's going to happen. I don't think that DVC Resort's going to open. I don't think we're going to see Tiana's restaurant. Maybe with the Splash Mountain announcement that they made, they'll eventually do a Tiana's restaurant in the Magic Kingdom. But I don't think that the Tiana's restaurant's going to happen at Reflections. I don't know what's going to happen with the Star Wars resort. I know that they have the structure in place. I could see that being put on pause for a while. I don't know what the status of the interior is, but I could see that one being on pause. So that's kind of what I think in terms of some of the construction things. I think in terms of restrictions, that Disney's going to slowly increase capacity. As they slowly increase capacity, they're going to slowly get rid of restrictions. So maybe we'll see masks go away. Maybe we'll see different things kind of trickle as we get closer and closer to that September 27th point in October. I don't think we are going to see Walt Disney World the way that we knew it, at least before October 2021. So if you're planning a 2021 trip, don't expect it to be like it was before coronavirus. Honestly, if you're planning a trip at all in the next 10 years, probably not going to be the way you remembered it before coronavirus. Things are going to change. It's going to be very interesting to see what changes, but I think that Disney definitely is going to stay as true as possible to their values. They're going to keep cast member safety and guest safety at the top of their priority list. They're going to keep magic up there as well. So while we might not see some of the things that we used to enjoy in the past ever come back, we'll see new and better things as Disney gets their footing back and is able to recoup some of their losses. If you're looking from an investment standpoint, some stock market experts have kind of weighed in when Disney will recoup those losses. Obviously, they're talking about Disney as a whole, as a corporation. So you're talking about merchandise, you're talking about the studio, you're talking about ESPN, the TV stations that they own, all of that. What that's going to look like. Thank goodness they launched Disney Plus when they did. So hopefully that they've been making some money off of that to balance out all of their theme parks being closed. So I think that some of the things that make the park magical, like the character experiences and the fireworks, those will be back. They just might be back in a different form. They're going to come back slowly. So I wouldn't plan an early 2021 reservation in, say January, February, or March, thinking, great, the parades, fireworks, and character interactions are going to be back. I don't think they will. I think we'll start to see them slowly trickle back in the spring and summer. And I don't know what order that will happen in, but we will see it in the spring and summer. So if you want to visit Walt Disney World as close to the way as we remember, I would wait until they announce those October dates, knowing that it will probably be very, very busy. I think that the crowds are going to be more than we've ever seen. I think wait times are going to be longer than we've ever seen. So if you want to go with no crowds and no wait, definitely consider going in 2020 or winter 2021. So know that you'll have to wear masks, know that there'll be social distancing in place. I currently have an October 2020 trip planned. I don't know if I'm going to go yet. Getting to Florida from Boston is not looking super easy right now, but thinking about October's in 3 months, so thinking about where we in New York were 3 months ago is where Florida could be in 3 months. So I am keeping my October reservation. I am staying positive, but I'm also being flexible, knowing that that might not happen, knowing that I'm gonna have to go and be socially distanced and wear a mask and not have character interactions, not have fireworks, but I'm excited to be there with no crowds. So if crowds are more important to you, low crowds are most important to you, then consider going towards the end of this year, so October, November, December, or January, February, March. I think those crowds are going to stay really, really low. And then in March through the end of the summer, they're definitely going to, we're going to see an increase in crowds. I think we'll slowly start seeing some of the enhancements trickle back. Character meets and fireworks kind of trickle back through summer and the spring, and then I think in October we're gonna see Disney as close to the way we remember it as possible. What are your thoughts? I'd love to know what you think is gonna happen below. I want to know what you think of what I thought. So please comment below. If you do want help navigating all of this, navigating your 2020 reservation, navigating your 2021 reservation, I would love to schedule a call with you. I would love to talk about your vacation and help set expectations for traveling within the next year. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you remember to take a break from the busy.
Need help planning your next family vacation? Visit us at showcasetheworld.com to request a quote or schedule a free vacation consultation. Want more great travel tips? You'll find those there too.